Hey, so you're thinking about moving to Henderson here in Nevada, and one of the communities you're thinking about is Inspirada. First of all, you're not alone. Inspirada is one of the most popular communities in the whole of the Las Vegas and Henderson area. And maybe you want to know some of the reasons that people are looking into it and why it makes such a good option for all types of people, whether you're retired, young, family, non-family, whatever your circumstances. I believe Inspirada is going to have a home and a place for you to call home. So in this video, I'm going to go through some of those reasons, and we're going to start right now. So today we're talking about Inspirada. Inspirada is a fabulous community, and I'm going to touch on some of those reasons why, but just to give you an idea of the geography and location, it's sort of located to the southwest tip of Henderson. It's neighbored by Anthem, which is a gorgeous luxury community. You sort of have Seven Hills next to it as well. And then it sort of leads out to the Raiders training stadium, Henderson Executive Airport, the M Resort, and then onto Las Vegas Boulevard, which if you followed that down, we all know where we would end up. So that gives you an idea of the location. It is quite far south into Henderson, although there's easy freeway access and getting around is quite easy. And as I said, I think it's a great place to call home, and we're going to check out those reasons why. So the first reason is going to be a sense of community, and sometimes it's what lacks in the Las Vegas area and Henderson in general as well, is that sense of community. But I think Inspirada nails it. I mean, everything in that community, and it's probably one of the reasons why it's one of the fastest selling master plan communities in the whole of the valley. But you know, it has that sense of community, and everything that is about it is incorporated into that. You know, the homes are very close together, so it's, you're gonna get to know your neighbors one way or another. Also, there's so many great outdoor activities and great outdoor spaces to enjoy. There's a great array of different parks, which I'm going to touch on in one of my later points. There's some amazing trails there as well to go and walk on. You have 2 farmers markets and 4 yoga classes a month as well, which again is just to get everybody outdoors and mingling and having fun together throughout the year as well. That have separate events, and there's a calendar online that you can check out that has all of those events on, because they'll have special events going on during maybe the holiday season or Halloween or sometimes the end of school year. So they'll have different events that is again all geared to get families out there. Whenever I talk to people I know who live in Inspirada, whether they are families, they're always talking about how their kids are growing up and they're all having sleepovers in each other's houses, or some of the adults that I know that don't really have a family, some of them are talking about the dinner parties, and they're always going on dinner parties and have a great community with their friends in Inspirada. So I really think if you're looking for that sense of community, and that's a big thing for you, and you're moving to Vegas and Henderson and you're saying, I need to have a sense of community already established, I think it's going to be easier in a place like Inspirada, because you're not going to really want to be indoors so much. You're going to be outdoors if you want to immerse yourself in all of those activities. It's going to be so easy to pick up new friends and build your circle that way. So I definitely think one of the big reasons, and it's one of the reasons I believe it's one of the best selling master plan communities, is that sense of community. The second reason is going to be the education. Now obviously Inspirada's in Henderson, and that falls under the Clark County School District, which is the CCSD. If you watched any of my videos before, then you know what I think of CCSD, and obviously their ratings do look quite low. 49 out of 50 is where it's constantly ranked. But then, you know, if you look at it, the amount of schools that it has under it and the amount of pupils that it has, students that it has, actually it's the 5th largest in the country. So when you factor that into the geography sized area that it covers as a school district, you know, some cities will have multiple school districts. We already have the one that covers multiple cities. So some areas in the Clark County School District are going to have really good schools, and some areas in other parts of the Vegas Valley are going to have really bad scores, and those bad scores are going to bring it down, and it's not really a fair balance if you ask me. I think if you had a separate school district for Henderson and maybe Summerlin, I think they would actually rank quite high compared to other school districts in the country. So don't let the school district ratings put you off, because again, I can speak from experience. I felt that. I was definitely petrified with my kids going into public school here, and I have to say all my kids are thriving now. 3 of them, a 4th one is going into school this coming year, so 3 of them so far are loving school. They're loving their teachers, they're loving what they're learning, they come home excited, and some of the projects that they've had to do. So definitely the schooling's fantastic. Inspirada is in Henderson, and as I said, it is under the same school district. The schools that are zoned in the Inspirada area are actually really good rated schools. You know, some of them are quite high. You got Ellis Elementary, which is a really good elementary school. Dal Webb Middle School, which is one of the best middle schools in Henderson. Liberty High School is also, maybe some of those rankings don't look good on Liberty, but I you know, implore you to go and do some research and a deep dive on some of those reasons why. And I actually think it is a good high school and a good option. You also have Pinecrest Academy Inspirada, which is a charter school with STEM-based education. There is a lottery to enter the charter schools, so just bear that in mind. If you did want to go that route, then you'd have to have the address here already. It doesn't need to be an Inspirada address, but you need to have a Vegas address, at least Vegas or Henderson address, to enter that lottery. And Pinecrest is, you know, a great charter school. There's a few great charter schools in the whole of the Vegas area. You got Pinecrest, you've got Coral, you got Doral. They're three of the biggest. We were looking at one of our kids going into Coral, which is one of the ones near us in Green Valley. And again, it's a lottery. We actually got in, but we had to take him out for other reasons to do with his siblings. So we're still looking at that maybe for middle school, because he loves the science and technology and that side of things. So maybe we'll implore that option later on. But again, if you wanted that as an option and you're living in Inspirada, it's going to be right on your doorstep, so you won't even need to travel to Pinecrest. So definitely, I think schooling is another great option, and it's a reason why a lot of families move to the Inspirada area. The next reason is going to be the parks. There's like five parks in the whole of the Inspirada area, and that's probably, you know, why they get away with a lot of the homes having not a big yard size in the back, is that there's 5 humongous parks to go and enjoy. Those parks have everything from different types of sports fields, whether that's soccer, baseball, there's basketball, there's a skate park, there's different playgrounds, different splash pads, there's all sorts, and all the different parks have different things in them. So you might go to the one closest to you for convenience, but then if you want to do something else, then the other park isn't really that far away either. And I have to say, they are really good parks. I mean, I did a vlog tour of Inspirada last year on my channel, and I might do a new version of it, because the new park is now open compared to last year. There was only 4 parks open, so I might actually do a refreshed version of it now just to show you those parks. But I love the parks, and every time I'm up in Inspirada showing homes, there's always people, families, kids out there having fun in the parks as well. So I think that, you know, with that amount of park space to go and enjoy, it's one of the things you don't think about Vegas, is having all these green spaces to go and enjoy. Without all of that to enjoy, I think it's definitely going to be amazing. There's also swimming pools, and a really great big swimming pool near the center of the community, which is great as well. So definitely, if you're looking for something that's going to have outdoor recreation, as I touched on already, there's miles and miles of really great walking trails as well that sort of links the whole community together. So you got those trails, you got the 5 amazing parks. I mean, they are really good parks in Inspirada. It's one of the reasons I was considering moving our family to Inspirada, is because those parks, it's hard to get away from the parks and how fun they look. So there's the parks, there's the trails, and then there's the swimming pool, and there's just so much to go and enjoy there. So definitely I'd chalk that up as another reason. The next reason is because obviously Inspirada is part of Henderson. Henderson is actually ranked as constantly the 2nd or 3rd safest largest city in the whole of the US. And I know a lot of people I speak to who reach out to me, they always say to me, Pila, you know, one of the things that's important to me is going to be safety. Safety is what's super important. But well, obviously you can't get much, obviously number 1 or number 2 maybe, but in terms of rankings, I think Henderson nails it on the head, and it's a real safe city to live. Now, there is crime. I'm not saying it's crime-free, but there's going to be a lot less crime than there are in other areas. And if that's something that you want, you know, if you want to live in a quiet, peaceful area, then definitely I'd consider Inspirada. I'd also consider the whole of the Henderson area as well, as it is relatively safe. We live in Green Valley, and we're not in a gated community, and it feels really safe where we are. You know, I hope I'm not jinxing it now and something bad was to happen, but I think Henderson is really safe. Obviously, if you look at crime stats, you're going to see crime stats all over the Las Vegas Valley, and there is going to be crime. It is still a large city, but Henderson has its own separate police department, and that helps keep things in check here. We're not sharing resources with the Las Vegas Metro, and obviously they have their hands full with everything they have to look after. So I think, you know, if you're looking for safety, then that's definitely going to be a really good reason to move here to Henderson, and definitely Inspirada as well, because it really is peaceful, it's quiet. It's really got a real nice vibe to it as well when you're in Inspirada. And, if those sort of things are important to you and you want to deep dive that more and you want to discuss it in more detail, then I'm going to put my details on the screen. Just reach out, whenever you're ready, on whatever means possible, whether that's email, text, or call. And I'd love to help you with the deciding and, helping you figure out what's going to be best for you, and then helping you buy your home as well at the end of the day. So definitely do reach out to me. And the final reason is going to be the options, the home options. I mean, there's townhomes from the mid 300s, and then you can have a nice single family home up to 700,000 plus. So there's in between there's a wide variety of different options. There's gated options, there's non-gated options. There's going to be options that are going to be close to the parks and maybe not close to the park. So depending on what your budget and what style you're looking for, there's definitely going to be a lot of options in Inspirada. And obviously no one knows what's going to happen. So by no means is this me attempting to predict the future. But if I look at it objectively, I can only see the property values increasing probably more than the rest, or certainly some other parts of Las Vegas and Henderson, because it's a hugely desirable area. It's an area that's still growing and still increasing, and once they've stopped building out Inspirada, then there's only going to be a limited number of homes there. So I think over time, I think the prices in terms of the equity that you're going to build in your home, if you buy in Inspirada now, I think it's only going to go up, and you're going to be in a good place in the future. So I think with the options that are there to get you in the door, and then with the potential increase in value over time, I think it also is a smart business decision potentially. We all know over time real estate normally does increase in value. I mean, obviously you'll have peaks and troughs, that's going to happen, but over time, over the course of time, real estate normally does increase in value. And I think Inspirada is going to probably go a little bit higher than the trend, certainly in the Las Vegas and Henderson area. Again, I could be wrong. This is not me predicting the future, but this is just my opinion looking at the stats that I get to see on a daily and a weekly basis. So again, I could be wrong, and I know a few out there don't mind telling me if I'm wrong as well in your opinion. So maybe pop that in the comments as well, and we can have a laugh about it. I don't take any of it serious when you guys try and correct me. I don't get emotional about those sort of things, because I always say it's my opinion. This is just my opinion. I'm not quoting facts at you or anything like that. It's just my opinion, and everyone's entitled to their opinion, including me and including you. So definitely let me know in the comments what your thoughts are as well. And that's it, guys. That's some reasons why I believe you should consider moving to Inspirada in Henderson. As I said, it's a really popular community. A lot of people it's like, we had a saying back in the UK, I don't know if you guys had it here, but it's like Marmite, you either love it or you don't love it. A lot of people go and see it, and they maybe think maybe the homes are a little bit too crowded, everything's a bit too close together. And then other people go and see the potential and embrace the outdoor living and all of the outdoor activities that are on offer. So you're either going to really love it, or you're going to probably really not love it. But the best thing is pull it on your list and definitely check it out. Now, if you would like to have more information on Inspirada, then again, please do reach out. I'll put all my details there on the screen. I'd love to go and take you up to Inspirada. I've got a good relationship with many of the builders up in Inspirada. I've got a few people under contract at the moment in Inspirada, so I would definitely love to use that and help you get as best a deal as we can and as smooth a transaction we can. If you are looking at Inspirada, I'd definitely love to help you on it. Also, if you haven't already, then please go ahead and subscribe and tap on the bell for notifications, so you'll be amongst the first to know about the local market conditions here in Las Vegas and Henderson. Subscribing is free, guys. It doesn't cost you a thing, but it definitely helps me and my channel grow, and I appreciate all the views I get. I never take them for granted, and it's so nice to see the subscriber count, because it means I'm reaching a wider audience. So if you found value from this video or any of my other videos, then please go ahead and subscribe, and also give the video a like as well. And again, it's just going to help the video go in front of more people that are considering a similar move to you, and hopefully help them as well. So I appreciate you guys though, so thank you for watching, and I appreciate all the support that you've given me as well. Just as a reminder, if you are thinking about moving to Las Vegas or Henderson, then please get in touch. You can give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, or we can jump on a Zoom, and all those details are down below. And I genuinely would really love to help you make an easy, stress-free move to Las Vegas or Henderson. Obviously, I've done it myself, so I know exactly what it's like. I only moved here 3 years ago, so it's still fresh in my memory, some of the hurdles I had in terms of relocation, and I'd love to try and take some of that stress away from you guys. Thank you to everybody who's already reached out to me. The response is staggering, and I love all of the interactions that I have with you guys, whether we're talking on the phone, email, or even better when we get to meet in person and go for a lunch and tour some of those communities together. I enjoy every bit of our conversations. It's been great to know all of you. Some of you now I count as friends and not just clients, and it's great to have built that closer relationship with you guys. And you know, I just appreciate the support that I get. You know, I've almost got goosebumps now just talking about it. It's something I'll never take for granted, and it's something I never thought would happen from YouTube. But I appreciate people even watching my videos. So the fact that some of you pick up the phone to call me and want to work with me, you know, it just blows my mind. So I definitely don't take it for granted. It's still just me. So when you do call me or email me, it's going to be me that replies to you. So sometimes if I am busy, then bear with me. I don't have an outsourced team, and you're not going to be directed to someone else. So it's still me. It's still very personable, as that's, for me, the best way. That's the only way that I know at this moment. So it is going to be me that you reach out to. So I look forward to hearing from you guys soon. But until the next time, thank you for watching, and you take care.